We love to hear people with their own opinions because these are opinions you don't really get to hear all the time.
And after 3 years of lies and smears and slander, the Russia hoax is finally dead.
I'll get back to you when it's over.
What is up, my friends? How are you doing this beautiful Monday evening? It is the 28th of October. We're getting closer and closer to Halloween. I haven't seen you all since the weekend, since Friday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend that just passed. Big news, as you know, Baghdadi is a dead man, exploded himself, top ISIS leader, Dunzo. Love it or leave it, it's over with. He was an enemy. He was created from the Obama administration. You don't want to believe it, just look it up. Look at the 17 posts because they're there. Guys, welcome to the True Reporting live call-in show. This is always fun to do. This is my platform, is your platform. This is where we come together, we talk news, we talk whatever you want to, because it is open forum. Real quick, guys, while you're here, would you please go ahead and click that like button? If you can hear my voice, please go ahead and click the like button. The more likes that this stream gets, the more times it's recommended to other people on YouTube, thus more eyes on the truth. Please go ahead and click the notification bell as well, so when I post to the channel, you're the first to know. And guys, we have many ways you can donate to the channel. You can hit up the Patreon, which has been revamped thanks to Shan Anon. It's really cool, a lot of perks for you guys. But if you hit the highest tier, you get a shout out every live stream, and which is really cool. And I think we'll probably move that over to the regular podcast as well. You get a handwritten letter from me. You get placed on the email list. There's a bunch of other things on there, which is really cool. I could show you before we get the show going. We have a $5 tier, as you can see, 17. By the way, we just hit 17,000 followers on Twitter. I like that number a lot. So the $5 tier will get you this, which is really cool. You will get a personal email from me. This is reoccurring when you donate monthly, which is cool. And this is actually, they don't, you know how if you donate in the super chat below, Google takes like 20 or 30% of it, which is terrible. But you know, this donation does not get tampered with. It goes straight to the source, because you are the bloodline of this channel. If you donate $17, you will get a personalized handwritten thank you card from me. This is also reoccurring every time you renew monthly, and it's not going to be the same card. It's obviously going to be different. We have a $25 tier. You will receive a shout out on me on the podcast, which is really cool. Every podcast, which is awesome. If you want it by name or whatever you want me to do, I'll shout you out. In our highest tier, which is the best one, it says here, you will receive all the benefits of every tier: the personalized email, the personal handwritten thank you note, a shout out on the podcast, along with a follow from me on social media. Whatever social media you want, I'll follow you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. I'll follow you out there. And but always, and you'll get a verbal shout out on every live stream and podcast. So please include your email address when you do all this, so that we can keep in touch and everything like that. So Floricio has hit us with the $50 donation, and so thank you, Floricio. Always top notch, always helping out big time. So very cool there. Let's see what else we got going on here. Put out a podcast today. If you didn't check it, it's doing really good numbers, so definitely do that. Make sure you check it out. A breakdown of where ISIS came from. Where are the origins? Who created ISIS? Oh, that's right, we did. These administrations did. The Obama administration as president, and then you had Hillary as Secretary of State. You had all of these people: John Kerry, John McCain, the rest of them, the rest of the traitors, because that's what they are. They're complete and utter traitors. You know this, I know that as well. P.S. Today is this is a 2-year anniversary. 2-year anniversary of when 17 first dropped. I remember it like it was yesterday, don't you? Hopefully the boards will be up anytime soon. We're still waiting, you know, and I don't mind waiting, because perfection takes time. Do you want these boards to get up and then all of a sudden they get hacked and then it gets dismantled again? They're making sure that will not happen. So I'm just patiently waiting, because a lot has been taking place, and I can't wait for it to come back. I think that'll put a lot of steam into the movement again, which is awesome. You know, it is what it is. It's cool. But what is this? Navina Lockerman Thomas, did you see the music video you're featured in? I don't know what that means. No, I don't. Who made a music video? I'd like to know. I'd like to know who's throwing me in there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, let me know, Navina. What was this? Let's watch it. Make sure I don't get hit with a flag for copyright. I know that happened to Red Pill. Yeah, guys, so there's 400 people in here and 165 likes. If you hear my voice and you enjoy this, please hit the like button. It's, you know, it's very easy. It's a click away, and it really does help. I promise you it helps. Did you guys watch, yeah, Represent Halloween, Make Halloween Great Again? Pretty cool, pretty cool. Did you guys see POTUS and FLOTUS handing out candy? Love it. I love every bit of it. I think it's awesome. I want to say what's up to the mods today on the beach. Ralph Riley, Shannon, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for all that you do. Crew Chief 2 as well. It's good to have all of you here. There was a couple people that wanted a shout out, and I believe they're from Australia. Let me find them real quick. It will not take me but a second. Ian Buckley, Sydney, Australia here. Cheers, everyone. What's up, Ian? Very cool. There was another person in here that, if I can find them, DJ Soul from that's Melbourne, Florida, not Melbourne, Australia. There was another one in here. Anyways, if you're from abroad, say what's up, because that's really cool and I appreciate that. You know, what a huge week. What a huge week. What'd you guys think about Bonnie Spiker? You want another dab? I might just do it. I think this podcast is, I think I might just start dabbing randomly like a maniac. PS guys, you know, there's 400 of you in here. If everyone donated $2, it would make a difference. I'm telling you. You hit those donations, I'll start dabbing. How about that? Then you guys can do a screenshot and post it on Twitter and make me look like a maniac, which I don't care. I don't care. I really don't, because we're winning. They're winning. Let's see. Let's do some shout outs, guys. If you want to say where you're from and what your name is, I'll definitely just go ahead and go through that. We always do that every time. We'll start the call-ins in about 3 or 4 minutes, which is cool. Hey, David Orpwood from New Zealand. Welcome aboard, fellow patriot. Welcome aboard. Rick McConnell from Pensacola, Naz. Very cool. Little Zeke, that's funny. Jim, what's up, America? Scottish Patriot. What's up, Jim? Hello. The Kath D, thank you so much for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see, it's gonna go quick. I know Deborah Watson from Virginia, Caffeine Addict from Alabama, Dogfather of Hull from Boston, Karen Bennett, Tallahassee, what's up? Hopsky Bones, from California, please get out of there before you burn alive, because it's crazy there. Angela Rank from Kansas, John Cahill from Dayton, Ohio, Red Asanja from New Jersey, I believe that's what it said, Marcella from New Jersey, Deborah Wells from Florida, Slim Frank from Mississippi, Sassy one from Daytona Beach, what's up? Moro Bay says, thank you for all you do. Thank you, Moro Bay, for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Peapod from South Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Awesome. Anton V from across the pond, New Zealand. Kathy Polson from Clemson. I was just up there this weekend, and we're going to talk about that too. Thank you for doing that. Bringing that up, rather. Sunny Skies from Denton, Texas. What's up, Sunny? Good to have you aboard as usual. Enjoy it. Drew Soderberg from Saskatchewan, Canada. Very cool. Connie from Michigan. Justin Bear from California. Run from California, he says. Who else is on here? Oh my goodness, it's going so fast. Joanne Smith says, love your show. Where we go one, we go all. Awesome. Thank you so much. So much. Savannah from Fort Lauderdale. Good to have you aboard. Mattias Garcia from Moses Lake, Washington. Very cool. Tamara Keller, what am I doing for Halloween? Let's see. So Halloween's on a Thursday. Thanks for all the shout outs, guys. George from Baltimore, what's up, man? Todd Simpson from Alabama. And Beaumont 00 from Texas. Good to have you guys aboard. Everyone, one and all, thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Sassy one says, Thomas, you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. So are you. Oh, Colin Flynn from Dublin, Ireland. You had the classic name, the classic Irish name, Colin. Love it. For Halloween, which is Thursday, I don't know. I thought about that earlier. Should I go check out a haunted house? There is one. You got to sign a waiver and stuff because they like grab you and everything. I do want to do something, guys, because it's pretty lonely. It's pretty lonely. there's a quick one. There might be more of those coming. There will. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have no idea. I can't hand out candy. I'm in an apartment. It is what it is. I don't know. I do want to celebrate. It's one of my favorite times of year. I know some people are like, it's satanic and it's dark and it's evil, and it might be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think if you're out there, killing black cats and throwing TP in houses and breaking stuff, yeah, you're kind of a bum for doing that. Dynasty 432 says, be patient with family. They should come around as we pray for them. Thank you so much for that super chat, Dynasty 432, because it's true. You have to have time. You have to give these people time to prepare. If they're not awake, some are actually meant not to. They're not supposed to. That's just what their mission is here. Their mission is maybe just not to wake up. There's going to be a percentage that doesn't, and if it's their time to do it, then that's on their timeline. That's what it's supposed to happen. But for those of us who will wake up, it's difficult at first, and then it's kind of amazing, to be honest. Yeah, very good. Connie says, don't worry about it. I'm alone too, but not really alone. I hang with friends. Hey, we're hanging out right here, right? We're hanging out together tonight. Nothing wrong with that. Talking some news, doing some stuff, hanging out. It's cool. We're going to talk about whatever you want to, actually. Real quick. So I went to Greenville. I went to Greenville for 2 days. I was up there. Amazing city. Tons of Trump supporters up there. Then night fell, and all the college kids came out, and it was just crazy. It was just crazy. Me and a friend of mine, we went to a comedy show. You guys know I love comedy, so I was like, hey, we're gonna go to a place called the Comedy Zone. We're in line, and this is insane. This is how insane these people are. We're standing in line, and a lady goes, "You look like a Trump supporter." And I was like, "What does that mean?" I'm literally just wearing I don't even have my hat on. Nothing supporting Trump. I'm just dressed normal. She goes, "You look like one. You look like you're privileged." And I was like, what is happening? What is taking place right now? Like, you're calling me out in front of 30, 40 people. And my friend who was with me, he was wearing glasses, and we have our hair parted, whatever. We just look like normal dudes. And she then proceeds to say, "You look privileged too because you have nice glasses on." And then that was perceived by us getting thrown out of a comedy show because we were whispering. So I guess you're not supposed to whisper. I mean, I've been to many a comedy show. I'm pretty much obsessed with it. And my God, the two comics out there, I'm going to get to these super chats real quick also. My God, the two comics were so apologetic. Like, they were apologists to everyone. They were saying, "I'm so sorry. I'm a white guy. I'm so sorry." And it was disgusting. It was so bad. It was just so safe and PC. We just couldn't keep it together, and we got thrown out. But it is what it is. It happens. But whatever. It is. But it's over with, and I will be moving up there just because the daytime was amazing. It's a beautiful city. There's a lot to do there, and it's big time MAGA. It's MAGA country for sure, but nighttime comes, it's a little different. Sunny Sky says, "I love this channel. Where else can you express your opinions with such a great group? Hit the like button, y'all." Thank you always, Sunny Skies. That's very kind of you. And exactly, guys, hit the like button. And my platform is your platform, whatever you want to talk about. And Jack Attack, where we go one, we go all. Thank you with the $2 donation. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, and then we're going to open up the phone lines. So McAfee was supposed to be on today at 12 p.m. No email over the entire weekend. nothing. It wasn't me. I did not drop the ball on this. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened, but maybe it's just not meant to be. You can't manipulate the universe. You take what's given to you and you adjust to it, I guess. Ryan McAdams, $5. The left has ruined comedy. That's the best comment. That's the best one I've seen today, because that is absolutely true. PC culture has ruined comedy. It all started, I swear to you, it all started about 2006. It started shifting. So yeah, man, you're right, Ryan. You're right. The left has completely ruined. They've completely ruined comedy, which is terrible. Whatever. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what happened with John McAfee. I'm sorry. It was not a LARP. I was not LARPing or anything like that. It was going down. We're emailing back and forth, and maybe something will come up of it. Maybe something will happen with this week. Maybe I'll hear from him, and then we'll get that interview. But as of right now, I don't know. I don't know at the moment. So we're just going to have to wait and see. And not holding any grudges. I'm just a little disappointed is what it is, because I wanted to, have a great interview and share them with you guys. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Is Linda Pear still planning on being here Friday night? Great question, Sonny. So yes, every Friday night we will be having a show, and it's going to be called Beyond the Headlines. And it's going to be based on pretty much like the Twilight Zone. It's going to be themed like that. So we will be talking about all conspiracies. If you want to talk about flat earth, if we're going to talk about reptilians, we're going to talk about spirit cooking. We're going to talk, well, that's not really a conspiracy. I think that's real. But we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. We're going to talk about ghosts, paranormal, and we're going to do it every Friday with you guys. We're going to do the call in as well. And it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Rhonda Limker. Love the shirt. Where we go, when we go all. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate. Oh, Rhonda, excuse me. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. We're about 5 minutes late. So, boom, here you go. If you are East Coast, that's your number. If you're Central, that's your second number. Oop, my bad. Let me pull it up. There you go. Boom. The first number is East Coast, the second number is Central, and the third number is West Coast. And the meeting ID is what you call in with. Tom Stells, wish I could do more. You did just fine, my friend. Any support is well appreciated, and it doesn't go unnoticed. It will never go unnoticed on this channel. This I can promise you. Yeah, Rand Sanja, yeah, cloning, what we will do, whatever, we're going to bring it. We're going to come in with a bunch of information. Probably it's going to be one topic per show. And it's going to be me and Linda Paris. So McAllister TV will be appearing on True Reporting every Friday, which is really cool. Unless something happens, like if one of us gets sick, or there are unforeseen changes of events, we shall say. But it is what it is, and whatever. It's going to be fun. I can tell you that it's going to be awesome. Twilight Zone themed. It's going to be fun. Let's see here. Oh. Here's our first call of the day. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from?
Hi, this is QAnon Plus from Pennsylvania, South Central PA.
What's up, Plus? How are you?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Doing good, man. You're in a beautiful part of America, my friend.
Yes, I am. Pumpkin pie capital, snack capital of the world.
You're in the snack capital, so you're over there with like Utz?
Yeah, right near Utz.
Okay.
Pretzels. Hershey.
Utz is pretzels. What about Hershey? Where are they at?
Yeah, they're about 45 minutes northeast of here.
You guys know that I like food, as you can tell. So I'm that's funny that I know where the snack belt is. Jesus. What's on your mind tonight, my man? What's up, Plus?
Well, I just wanted to give a shout out to the Q team, 2-year anniversary since the first drop.
That's right, 2 years, baby.
Yes, and so I've been awake since December when I saw the first drop and was watching some videos on YouTube, and I was like, there's something to this. And Absolutely. I've been following ever since and have gotten Q'd a couple times.
You've been cued?
Twice.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, I got cued twice. You know the drop, I forget the date, but it was recent, the one where Hillary was staring at her cell phone and freaking out. That was my drop. When I said that, when the first placeholders, I said, holy blank, the first placeholder cued me.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Well,
Yep. So
hold on, my bad, dude. I'm just trying to fix the music. There we go. Was just a little bit loud. Real quick, Colleen Luce Wilson says, thank you for all your great work. Check into Pence. I think he's the whistleblower. Follow the Pence poet. Follow the Pence poet. Pay attention to what T-Man is saying when he points. Trump man, pay attention to when Trump is what he is saying and when he points. I do. He does a little bit of those. He does some winking as well at some people. I think he's doing that to Trump Jr. But plus, man, that's really crazy. You've been cued. That is yet to happen. I wish that, and it may still happen. It could happen to me. I don't know. I think I posted one. I think I posted one that I was like, this is gonna get cued, but it didn't, which is okay. Maybe it'll happen one day.
The post that I got cued before last July was the post that got Reddit shut down because I posted the meme of the Patriots. I'm kind of drawing a blank here because I'm kind of excited to be on your show. I watch
fine.
all the time.
Yeah. No, it's cool, dude.
I had when I got cued, the link that I had posted went to Reddit, The Great Awakening,
yes,
and I was I had over like 250,000 hits on my site, and it was, as I was going to bed later that night, I was still getting hits. It was over 250,000 hits, and then the next day they banned the entire Great Awakening Reddit board.
Yeah, man, what a great board that was. That was when everything was popping, man. That was when everything was going. If it sucks, it's gone. But, these things have to happen. This is just what happened. So, very cool. You got cued. It sucks that the board got taken down because of something you posted. It's not your fault. It's just that Reddit was ran by a pedo, and you've seen his posts and everything like that. He's a sadist. But
the big tech knows, definitely. The big tech has really taken over all the social media platforms, and I do believe that it will be regulated in the future. And what I've come to determine is that this Great Awakening is an 8-year plan for us as well. And that's why it's slowly rolling out. It's going to take years to really undo all of the, the crimes that have been committed from the previous administrations.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, my man. I totally agree. It's going to take time. It's going to have to be rebuilt up. I appreciate the call. I got 5 other people let me get to, and call back anytime.
Thanks for having me on, and I appreciate all the work that you do.
Same, right back at you, man. Good job.
All right. Take care.
You too, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, who is this and where are you from? Welcome to True Reporting. Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
This is Fred from New Hampshire.
Fred, what is up, my man? How are you tonight?
I am doing awesome. One thing you should think about doing for Halloween, I don't know if it's in your area, but something, if you're just going to go by yourself, what I love to do is go to a corn maze, and you can always meet new people there and have fun and go through the corn maze.
Yeah, we do have one. I mean, it's 45 minutes away, but hell, it's Halloween, I might just do that, Fred. I might just do something like that. I love haunted houses. I like that kind of stuff. I like corn mazes. Like they do a corn maze, but you're on the back of a getting pulled by horses is pretty cool.
Yeah. Most of them have horseback rides and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Or what they would call them, rides. But what I want to do is I wanted to give you a topic to research because I think you'll do awesome on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to give a small plug to myself on Facebook. I
That's
have a
fine.
small
You can do
group
that
called,
too.
I have a small group on Facebook called Beyond the Skies. And
Okay.
it's typed the way it sounds. And it basically goes into UFOs and new technologies, undiscovered technologies, and hidden technologies that the government hid from us.
Okay. Very cool.
I was reading a post today, which I'm a discernment person. I love the ideas, and I have to fact check. And I like to have positive and negative feedback. But the post
What do you got?
I read
I'm
today,
looking at it. You got about 1.2 thousand followers. Is that you?
No. On on Facebook, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I vet hard. I don't get anything stricter or anything like that. If you come into one of my friends, I vet very good. Make sure there's not a troll or a person trying to be a Trump supporter. But basically, one of the posts I was reading from Anons is saying, supposedly, you remember CERN? CERN?
Absolutely.
Remember how it blew up?
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I've really dug deep into CERN. That's one of my favorite conspiracy theories.
Okay, well, it's
the best one.
It's a real thing. It's a future of particle physics. It's basically, supposedly, they're trying to open up a gate.
Correct.
They just announced that the new CERN is going to be opening up, nicknamed the God particle. It was the latest new undiscovered particle predicted by a backbone theory of backbone physics. So basically, they open up a new CERN in Geneva, out of all places.
Correct.
And from what my information, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I need people to help me dig, is supposedly there is a craft that is waiting for the certain frequency of CERN. So as soon as CERN gets operating, it gets annihilated.
Well, that's
because
very good.
The new one in Geneva is the largest hadron collider in the world, and it is going to be massive.
Yep, that's right.
And it's a scary thought if that's literally what they're trying to do, is open up the gates to hell.
Well, yeah, they try to bring in, from what I've researched, that they try to bring in evil entities into
the 3D conscious reality.
Correct, yeah, and you know, I don't know. I think we could be beyond that. I think that it's already a change, bro. I think it's a change within our reality, which within the human consciousness. This is like a shift, like. You know, I don't want to get, holy roly or anything like that. But I think this might be like the second coming, bro.
If you look up on the Schumann effect, we had the Schumann resonance.
Correct.
You can go to Mr. MB's BB33 and check it out daily. And there was a total blackout for almost a day in which it just was blacked out.
That guy puts out really, really good information.
He really does.
Yes.
But for some reason, and it was the day before the ISIS attack.
Right.
So something might have actually assisted in that attack, if you know what I mean.
Sure. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Peapod in the chat says think Stargate. Yeah, I believe that they do that. That they try to do that.
Well, that's one of the reasons from my intel, and it would make me sound like a total conspiracist, but a lot of these third world countries that we went into were looking for Stargates.
Yep. Think of Vietnam. I believe there was stuff going on with that. Correct. Yeah, there's another great conspiracy theory that blew my mind back in the day. What is it called? Gulf of something? You know what I'm talking about?
Everybody should watch the movie Stargate, the original Stargate.
What was that conspiracy when they were? There's like a Stargate where they sent all like nuclear, what are they called? Battleships and submarines to this Gulf. It's in the Middle East. Oh my God, I'll think of it.
I don't know that one.
You don't know about that?
No.
Somebody in the chat, if you know about that, please post it in the chat. That's one of the greatest conspiracies. This is right. No, not Tonkin. This is right up y'all's alley. your alley, my man. If I figure it out, I'll post it in the chat. Okay, just keep listening.
Another great movie that has nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah.
But looking into the Iraq and what we actually did in Iraq, everybody has to watch The Three Kings.
Okay.
The Three Kings. It talks about how we went in and stole all the gold and everything else from Iraq.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to. I'll definitely have to check those. I haven't watched the movie in a while, so that would be cool. My man, Fred, I thank you for calling in. I'm going to take some more calls.
All right, buddy. You have a good, awesome night. Have a good one.
You too,
and
man.
Happy Halloween if I don't talk to you.
Hey, happy Halloween, bro.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Gulf of Aden. I swear to that's got to be it. Is that it? Gulf of... Yes. Is this it? Gulf of Aden Vortex. Who posted that? Glenn Hanisco. Yes, it is the Gulf of Aden. I covered this way back. And actually WikiLeaks even talked about this. Here's a link for you guys. Boom. Check that out and get your mind blown real quick. Great conspiracy theory. Let's go ahead and take another call. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from?
Hey, Thomas, this is David. I'm coming from Wichita, Kansas.
David, what's up, my man? How are you?
Hey, just got I'm doing great. I'm doing great, even better each day that we learned. And I hear from you and all the others, X22 and Pursuit of Truth, Truth and Art TV, you know, the whole list. God bless us. Where we go when we go all.
Absolutely.
My message for you is real quick, Thomas.
Okay.
Is I sent you an email message regarding the book that I wrote. And I just wanted to check and ask if you received that email message.
I did receive your email message. I did not. I have not been able to purchase it. I think you said you were going to send it to me. I did receive that. I get so many emails every day.
Oh, I know. I'm sure.
Yes, I did receive it.
The only question is, I wanted to ask the physical address or the mailing address. I could send you a physical copy so you don't have to go through the hassle of buying one, because I just want you to read it.
You could send it to my P.O. box. The P.O. box is in all of my videos. Okay. All you do is just go down to the description, and it has the address for you right there. So if you want to send it to me, I will definitely read it. I know you got some good information, man.
I haven't seen the mailing address, so sorry I missed that, but I'll check that out. I'll send you a copy right away. Hey, just real quick, it has nothing to do with ego. It has nothing to do with me wanting to be famous or rich or anything like that.
Right.
I made it the lowest cost I possibly could just to get it published. And this is just for anyone listening who would like an actual physical piece of book to give somebody. I found it useful because people are scared to go on Maps.pub and stuff because they don't know, like, oh, was somebody tracking me or something? They don't know anything. So,
correct. Like, we're already tracked anyways.
Well, yeah, but see, now we don't need to worry, I don't think, because NSA is Q, right? So,
right.
Anyway, and besides, time for fear is over. This is serious business. I mean, it's time to do it, no matter what. And so, but regardless of that, this isn't on Kindle or anything. This is just a physical book. So if you want a book, I'm hardcore about it. Nobody knows who I am. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm seriously hardcore. And all of my research is like vetted beyond vetted. You know, I squeeze it out until it's freaking dry. Like there's no chance. And I try to condense all of the information that we follow into the smallest little capsule firecracker that you could possibly put into paper. And if you're interested, you want to just drop something in somebody's hand, it's got the letter Q on the front and the back covers. There it is. I just did the work, and I'm giving it to everybody, and I don't give a damn. I just put my name on it, so it has a validity, you know?
Yeah, man, I get that. Shan Anon posted the P.O. box in the chat. So if you want to go in there, and then you could send it, and, you know, you're from Kansas, so probably maybe like $3 to send it over this way. So.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. But hey, Thomas, just want to put the word out there. I named the book. I have to recognize You can also pronounce it, and I have to recognize.
Oh, I
Cognize
like the
means
play
to
on words.
I have to develop new way of thinking. I have to think in a new way. Because
Correct, my man.
everything is new.
Absolutely, man. You got to reset yourself.
All of us. And God bless you. You're doing it for us.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and just, if you want to send it to me, I'll definitely check it out, man.
God bless you, Thomas.
You too, man. Have a good evening.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We got some people overseas. I definitely want to, say what's up to, because they were definitely overseas. Mick Coblet, Mr. Colson from Victoria, Australia. Good to have you aboard. And Lance Wildwood from BC, Canada. Welcome aboard. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from?
Matt from Indiana. How are you?
Matt, I'm good. How are you tonight?
Fine. I believe it was 2 callers ago touched on this, and I agree with you that we are in the second coming.
Yes.
I do. Now, God's time is not man's time, so we don't actually know, but we're seeing all the signs.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, these hurricanes, wildfires, this is not just all military. There's way more to it, and the evil, good, it's all manifesting right now. We're in the middle of it. On that, what got me red-pilled was just a bit before Q. Christian friend of mine, I watched the Kim Clement video, 07. I'm sure you've seen it. Have you?
No, I have not seen that.
You need to watch that. Kim Clement, 2007 Trump prophecy.
Okay.
I mean, this guy nails it. He died of pneumonia, which I question that death. 2007. It speaks of California, everything. I mean, the guy's nailing it. Like God is speaking right through him.
Mm-hmm.
But with that in mind, I also follow Mark Taylor. I follow you. I follow Red Pill. In fact, I've got his autographs, several Truther autographs. I've spoke on your show a couple of times before. It's been a while. I wanted to get your opinion with the death of, first, I'm sorry. Taylor speaks of that one president will die. When the second dies, that will be the death of basically the deep state.
Correct.
Let's just say the deep state.
Correct.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, and this death of Baghdadi, now, okay, leader of ISIS, well, I think Hussein was the leader of ISIS.
Okay.
Now, I want to get your opinion on something. Now, also, and I know this is a real controversial person to follow, but I, the spy, he threw up not long ago, Bill Clinton, days are numbered, like it's coming soon, say your goodbyes. So I'm keeping, and I kind of take some of his stuff and some I push to the side.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way. But I wanted to get your opinion on I don't think it's going to be Carter that's next. I do not. I think it will be an evil person, which Hussein, I would say, would fit the most evil bit, and Bill. You could about rank them evil in my on the scale equally. Do you think we'll see either one of them brought to justice, like, say, McCain or Bush, anytime soon?
Yes. I believe we will.
I do also.
And I don't think it's going to be a death. I don't think it's going to be a death. I think it's going to be trial.
You think it'll be a suicide?
No. I think it's going to be a trial. I think you're going to see these people in handcuffs.
I would love to see that, but I know with the Trump administration, everything is top secret. We don't know who's in Gitmo. You can't even get photos of that place, but you know it's there. You know, you get the clip of the guys out front, welcome to Gitmo, holding up Q signs. You know, you hear the military leaks, not leaks, but hey, it's there. It's for real, you know.
Right. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. You talk about these guys getting arrested, or you talk about these people they're going to die behind the scenes. I used to think that. I'm like, we might not be able to see these people get justice.
Yes, that's what.
But listen,
like, I don't know who's gotten justice already.
Okay, hear me out. So, if you do not, this should be the plan. If you're trying to wake people up and these people are disappearing behind the scenes, then no one's going to know what happened. If you see these people go through a trial, they get in handcuffs, they're escorted and driven to Gitmo, you witness all this. This is all on live television. This should be portrayed as like the OJ trial. This should be portrayed as some giant trial, which I believe military tribunals will be on. Because here's the thing, real quick. If you do not show this, the population, the humanity stays asleep. It's got to be a cold cock punch to people's faces to wake them up that, hey, these people are in fact traitors. You watch the trial. It's signed off. They signed their soul away. It's over. If otherwise, you stay asleep.
I agree, and the public has to see that, and I think the public is ready. I really do.
Yes.
I mean, we speak of, okay, there's a 52%, I think it is now, approval rate. Mm-hmm. That's not counting the silent majority. It's more like 70 to 80.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. The mainstream media manipulates these things, these
we
stats.
Are so ready to see it. Yeah. It's unbelievable. I mean, everybody I talked to, you got 9 out of 10 people. That comedy club you went to, that was a set up, staged event.
Yes.
If they're doing that. I mean,
it was weird.
9 out of 10 I talked to, 90% of the people are Trump supporters. Now, some are silent about it, but when you speak of it, that you know. Yeah. You know, they'll tell you, or yes, but they don't want to talk about it. The silent majority. And then you got others like myself that, I love the guy, greatest president ever. But
there's a lot of people out there like that for sure. But it just seemed like when night fell, people just kind of changed, man. They did this changed. I didn't like it. It was weird, but it is what it is. But my man, I appreciate you calling. I got 2 more calls.
Sure.
Good points tonight. I appreciate it.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks for your time.
Have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from?
Mike D, brother, calling from O-Town.
Mikey, what's up, my man?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. What about you?
Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us. Tell us the truth. You're doing okay.
I'm okay. Give me out of a 10, I'll take a 6. 6 out of 10 today.
Okay.
You know how I am.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh man, I want to talk about blue robot chickens tonight. No, I don't. I want to talk about facts, and I want, I guess, the folks out there to. Here's my advice, because I've been studying this stuff for a long time, and I think people, when they first start getting into this whole political, occult, esoteric, they get sidetracked with, flat Earth, mm-hmm. or, robot chicken, blue robot avian chickens from the planet Exxon. Yeah. It's just, my suggestion is to study real hard facts, and that's what I'm going to talk about right now. So let's get into it. I heard you like professional wrestling, right?
I love it.
Okay. You might not like this.
Okay.
John Cena.
Not a fan of him.
Okay, very good. Because he is just quoted. He kind of flipped over to the Hollywood side lately.
Of course. He's indoctrinated now. Same thing as The Rock.
I don't think. Exactly. So here is his comment. John Cena says his relationship philosophy isn't gender specific as he marks his red carpet debut with his new girlfriend. He states here, let me scroll down here. This is from, I'm going to quote the source. This is Daily Mail this comes from. Let's see. Hold on.
While you're looking, I want you to know, if you know the wrestler, if anyone out there is a wrestling fan, if you know the wrestler Kevin Nash, I watched a video of him who they basically were scrolling through all of these wrestlers, and Kevin Nash has been in the game forever. They come up to The Rock. Basically, you say, this guy's a nice guy, this guy's a prick, or, neutral. And he didn't say anything about The Rock. He says he's gay. He goes, I've never seen him with a woman. I've never seen him flirting with a woman. And then all of a sudden, he's in Hollywood, one of the biggest stars ever. And then they went on. He goes, that's all I want to say is he's gay. I was like, wow. Telling you, bro. They get indoctrinated. Diesel, son. True. That's Colin Flynn. That's right. Yeah. Malaki Cheese Diesel. Yeah, Diesel. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
you see
I
how
remember
excited
that.
I get about it. Yeah. Yeah,
so
man.
John Cena says he doesn't believe chemistry between people is impacted by gender. Okay, so that's, again, hitting you with just the mental warfare and the spiritual warfare. Again, and then you have, what's a Friends girl? She was on Ellen. She gave Ellen a kiss. Jennifer Aniston, whatever. Another Hollywood, loser that goes on and kisses Ellen on the lips. And then here we have, I'm going to go source another site here. The Vigilant Citizen is a good website for people to go to if they're interested in finding about symbols, Hollywood, all sorts of junk like that. Mm-hmm. Mattel releases a gender-neutral Barbie. So the Mattel, to promote dolls, gender-neutral dolls for children. So the war against gender is still on more than ever. After Celine Dion, whatever her name is, mm-hmm. issued gender-neutral clothing line for children. So this Celine Dion, that's her name. Yeah. She issued gender-neutral. She actually started a company that does gender-neutral clothing line for children. So this the gender-neutral dolls of the new Creatable World Tour line lets kids customize the toy to be a boy, a girl, or both, or neither.
Wow. Real quick, man, that's unbelievable. Larkstar444, thank you. She says, prayers for all first responders today. Absolutely, the hell that's taking place in California. And if you're just a police officer, anything out there, a first responder, thank you for all you do. It really is, you're a brave person, and you're doing God's work. Phil Thompson says, good job, Greg. Okay. Thank you for the donation as well. Yeah, man. I mean, these people they get indoctrinated. You look at Tiffany Fitzhenry. Follow her. Tiffany Fitzhenry has basically thrown Ellen into the light. We all knew a lot of stuff about her, but she broke it down. But yeah.
You got to be careful with, a lot of this stuff, a lot of where people the newbies get on board and they start. Joe Rogan has, his podcast where he covers a bunch of different topics, but
he's a shill.
I don't trust the guy. I think he's a paid Israeli asset. He is a dual citizen, by the way, of Israel. He stated that on his show before.
What?
Yes.
No, say that again.
He is a dual citizen of Israel, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan is a dual citizen of Israel.
Yeah, and so is Roseanne Barr, by the way, also. So
I knew she was.
You got to be careful with sources. Anybody that comes on and say they have inside sources, I have inside sources, and it's not Q related, they're lying, because they're not going to be able to leak information like they do and not get caught, because everything is tracked, everything is surveilled. For instance, I'll give you a quick one and then I'll let someone else speak, but a UFO case back in the day, 1980s, 1981, Randlesham Forest. It was one of the biggest UFO stories where on a military base where I'm not going to go into the whole story, but one of the guys that actually witnessed the UFO saw it firsthand. He went back. They were debriefed, said not to tell anybody, not to mention what you saw, blah, blah, blah. He goes off base. This is back in 1981. He goes off base to a telephone booth, or back in the day they had those telephone booths where you would call and put orders in. Yeah. So he got on that, called his mom and said, "Hey, Mom, you're not going to believe this. I saw something in the forest, blah, 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 blah. It looked like a UFO. They told me not to tell anybody." He immediately gets back to the base, is called into the sergeant's office. They asked him if he told anyone. He's like, no. He's like, "That's funny. Did you speak to your mom today?" So they caught the guy. So back in what I'm trying to get to is back in 1981, a telephone booth was tapped back then. So you're telling me that these people that say they have all this insider information, and that's legit, those people aren't being caught with classified military secrets that these people have are leaking out. It's unheard of.
Absolutely.
It's unheard of.
It is.
So you got to be careful with folks that say that, and there's a bunch of them out there. I know, I don't want to stir up the pot, but I guess on your show you have a bunch of David Wilcock supporters, and
sure.
That guy's a complete fraud. A complete fraud. I don't want to get into the guy too much, but I can tell you that when he first came out, he said that he was a reincarnation of Edgar Cayce, one of the prophets, his first books that he came out with. And then he kind of got out of that, which, by the way, I called the Edgar Cayce Foundation to see if they ever heard of Mr. Wilcox, and they never heard of the guy. So you think if you were the reincarnation, you would go to the foundation and say, "Hey, I'm back." You never even they didn't even know who the guy was. And people can believe what they want to believe, and they can follow who they want to follow, but you got to use common sense, basically. So that's all I got, man.
Well, you got some good points out there. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of people out there that are not trustworthy. And, I think you're right about Ellen DeGeneres. I think you're right about John Cena. They're a bunch of bums. Don't follow them. Hollywood's dying in front of our very eyes. Thanks so much for the call, man. I appreciate it. Great information.
All right. Yep. See you, man.
Have a wonderful
Bye-bye.
evening. Bye-bye. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this?
Hey, what's up, Thomas? This is Zach. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. A little noisy on your end.
Here, let me turn off my... Oh, no, should be good. Let me turn off my heater in my brewery here.
Okay.
Sweet, man. So how's it going, brother? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hey, dude. To be completely honest with you, I'm going to be as honest as I can with you. I'm a casualty of the Q movement in the aerospace industry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was forced to resign from my job 2 weeks ago, Friday. 2 weeks ago today. It's Monday. So pretty much, yeah. So back to your questions off that. I'll go with that, and then I'll answer whatever you want to know off that. For people that are in here, I hold a top secret compartmentalized clearance for anyone in here who understands where I'm coming from.
Okay.
So, yeah, sure. You want to shoot me a question off that, or I'm going to go with it?
Well, fill us in a little more. So you were an aerospace engineer?
Yeah, I work directly in engineering design units for the first two letters are LM, but they're one of the top 5 aerospace deep state
Lockheed
military industrial. Yeah.
Okay.
I worked for them. So pretty much 3 months ago in June, I went on a podcast talking about public information on the Corona projects, etc. You know what I'm talking about?
I've heard of that, yes.
All right, so I went on this podcast anonymously under an anonymous name. Didn't tell anything besides public information, and my whole reason for being on this podcast was to push Q. Like, you misunderstand Q, you're a hater of Q, you should really understand it this way and start looking into it this way. Got where I'm going with this?
Yes.
And I openly walked around work with Q shirts, Q17 shirts,
at work? Or publicly?
At work, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I actually met the president's daughter with a polo that I had personally made with a Q, where we go when we go all logo on it.
Okay.
I was asked about this T-shirt, and yeah, a bunch of weird shit started happening in my life. I wasn't a really important person in the mainstream of things in that structure, if you got what I mean. I was pretty much a no-name person. I mentioned this to some people. Like I said, I went on to this podcast, told one or two people at my work that asked me about it.
What podcast?
It was a dude named Raleigh Quaid. He's a Q hater, anonymous lover.
Okay.
He doesn't get when I tell him how far the tentacles of the mockingbird reach. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah, he sounds like a dummy.
Dude, he's a pretty big dummy, bro. You hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah.
So basically in June, I did this. At the end of August, I was put on paid administrative leave.
Randomly. Called down one day, hey, I had a bad meeting with some people who wanted to kind of fuck me over. Sorry to say that word. It's fine.
And I got it. So pretty much I was called down at the end of August and said, hey, you and some people were intimidated by you. And they said, you had an intimidatory stance in work. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm a former combat vet. I still try to take care of myself. I understand I have that, I don't play no games look on my face at work.
Sure.
And I pride myself on that. I don't try to intimidate anyone. I treat everyone.
No, you're stoic. It's fine.
No, dude, I treat everyone with respect. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm from the South. I help every single person that I could ever help in this place, right?
Yeah.
As best I could. So pretty much I said, why am I being put on there? Well, because you made some people feel unsafe at work. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So they sent me to see some psychiatrists, check their blocks, and I did. And the psychiatrist sent me back to work saying, hey, this dude's not homicidal. This dude's not suicidal. He clearly understands the law because he can verbatimly recite the Constitution to me. And I think he's just pretty frustrated with some people that don't listen.
Right. So you got canned, right? Because they
no, dude. I'm gonna go with this. I got flinned.
Yeah, you got flinned.
No. Yeah. I got flinned. So pretty much check this shit out, right?
Yeah.
So I got brought back to work.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the 3 days that I got brought back to work, I got my SCI clearance review with the FBI.
Wow.
And the interview started asking me some questions. She asked me a particular question that I asked her a question in return to. Okay. She said, are you part of an organization that plans to overthrow the United States government? And I said, well, no, I don't legally.
Yeah.
I said, but you need to be more specific in your question. I said, because you're asking me a question that violates the Constitution.
Yeah.
I said, you're asking me, am I part of an organization who plans to overthrow the United States government? I said, the good or the bad, white hat or the black hat United States government? And I asked her that verbatimly.
Right.
And she looked at me and she said, the white hat. And I said, well, no. I said, I'm a proud member of a militia.
Right.
But I don't unlawfully plan to overthrow anything. But how can you ask me a question like that when the Constitution verbatimly gives me the right to overthrow a tyrannical government?
Right. I understand what you're saying. Right. And yeah, they were trying to manipulate the situation, it sounds like.
Exactly. So they asked me, they said, they asked me verbatimly, did you anonymously go on a podcast? And I said, yeah, because I want this situation to go away. If you understand that I just want to work my job and I don't want to really cause a bunch of waves, but I'm not going to keep real information from Americans.
Right. And a lot of people, one of my mods on the beach, this is a great point. Your first mistake was doing the therapist.
Okay, I agree with you there.
Yeah, that, we all know,
Well, I had no choice. Pretty much, they
they pigeonholed
I had no choice.
You.
They basically said, right, they pigeonholed me.
Yeah.
But when it all came down to it, Thomas, I was sitting there, and they were saying, yeah, we're going to separate with you. Do you agree to these terms? You won't sue us. Well, why do you not want me to sue you? Because I know you violated my constitutional rights, and you violated my First and my Fourth Amendment right.
Right.
So what, like, it's the interesting part. Like your last guy that was just on just said, this goes a lot deeper than a lot of Americans are really wanting to understand. And the ones that have clearances and ones that really love America and ones that went to war for America, just because, like, I don't give a shit what country you came from and you came to here. I don't care where you came from. If you love America, you love America. Bro, it's really like I watched my best friends die for this country. I'm going to keep it together as best I can for you there. I watched my best friend die for this country in front of me. And I've always tried to keep myself on a plane of like what's right and wrong and justifiably do the right thing.
Correct.
Keeping it, like I told them when they were, like they literally asked me like, hey, some people said you looked them in the eye and you stared at them whenever they were asking you these questions. I said, yes, ma'am, I did. Because where I come from, if you're not blowing a lot of hot smoke up someone's rear end, you look them in the eye when you're talking to them.
Yeah.
And that was legitimately one of the reasons why they were telling me I was intimidating and that I made people feel unsafe, which it was all this bullshit to get me out because they didn't want me there. And I held them to an integral standard, but I want people to understand that, like, I gave up a 6-figure job for what's right.
Right.
And
they screwed you.
Sacrifice. I got fucked. I got fucked real hard with no lube.
Yeah.
And, hey, guess what, dude? That happened. And guess what? I'm having 3 times as many people call me on a daily basis and half the time as usual.
Well, yeah.
For jobs. So, like, you know what? Hold the integral line for people. I know I'm taking a little extra time, but hold the integral line. Do what's right, and
Correct.
I promise it'll pay off in the end. Because
the universe.
What's happening to me?
It's called karma. Yeah.
And I told those people that were fucking me over, man. I was like, you know what? I said, they were like, you're making us feel weird because I told them, I was like, you know what? Do what you need to do, but karma's a bitch, and do what you need to do. This will come back on you in the end. I promise.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the universe will correct it. Will correct it for them. I know. I don't want to cut you off.
Like basically, no. I talked about I talked directly about public information that I knew that were going into satellites about directed energy weapons and things of the other nature. I talked about it openly and like, look, you can go and look at this here and here and here under this name. It's all public information, and I got fucked for it. So,
well, maybe we could set up like another time where you come on and talk about this. We have your backstory here now, so now we need to get into some information on what actually whatever you can talk about.
Hey, dude, shoot me I've shot you a bunch of emails of like, hey, dude, I'm a industrial complex insider. I've sent you a bunch of information. I know you've got a ton of information. So if you could write down my email and send me something, like,
send it to me tonight. Send me your email tonight and just be, I know who you are now. So just send me an email and be like, hey, this is me. Here's my phone number or whatever you want to do. And then we'll connect.
All right, I'll do it right now. TRUreporting at 85, 86.
1985 at Gmail.
Yes. TRUreporting at 1985 at Gmail. Dude, I'll send you some info and I'll say, I'll put DEW as the subject line.
Perfect, man. Thanks for your call, dude, and thanks for your service as well. Sorry,
yeah, brother. I love you guys.
You,
and hey, man, fuck them. They're gonna get theirs in the end. So whatever.
Absolutely, I agree, my man.
Keep up the fucking good fight, dude. Everything you're doing, I've been here since the beginning, dude. So please, dude, keep doing everything you're doing. I am a Patreon supporter and everything. So please, dude.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for your support, bro. And we're gonna talk afterward. Okay, I promise.
Sounds good, man. Talk to you soon.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from?
Hi, this is Fred from New Hampshire.
Hey, Fred, I talked to you today already, right?
Yeah, I'll make it quick. I just wanted to talk about Trump's speech and how good he did as far as the ISIS attack. I know nobody's talked about it on your show.
He did a great job. I talked about it in my podcast. Let's just do one call. I gotta need to take these last two, okay, man? No offense to you.
All right,
just
buddy.
one call per person.
I just wanted to say, awesome job.
Thanks, Fred. I appreciate that, my man.
Bye.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this and where are you from? Hello, are you there?
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, who is this?
Hi, Thomas. This is Esme from Kentucky, and I just had an idea that came to my mind that all the people that we support Trump, if we could all collaborative come together,
correct,
like in the evening in one day, and put our flashlights up to the sky. The satellites can see, and like he said one time, how can you impeach that? It's like we all are with him, so all the lights will light up in U.S., and that could help also the the yellow vest and all our friends that are trying to fight the good fight for our freedom and for people in general, and also for the people who are standing up for the right and for Trump that is standing up with us.
Correct.
So it's just a simple idea, but I think no one can stop us, and you can put a flashlight of your phone because everybody have cell phones or anything in the evening, and just like the satellites will see, and nobody can stop, and there will be no people trying to do the algorithms or you for this or that. I mean, the skies can see, and it's like they say, let the light come through. So,
yeah, we could definitely do that if you want to. Just maybe what I would do is maybe start a Facebook page or throw that out there and like a group, and get some people to do that. And it sounds positive to me.
That would be nice. Actually, I am not too much. I actually hear your report, and I do hear like Red Pill, and I hear all these other programs that you guys,
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the support and the and sharing it and spreading our hard work.
Yeah,
outwardly.
But I think, I actually would like to start it, but I am not that technological, or I, hardly have time. But when I have time, I actually, hear your podcast and everything. But I think since you guys have the more people, more audience and everything, it's like one time, at certain time, we could come and everybody can put their lights up. And since you have that power, I just thought it would be a good idea because nobody could hide the satellites, the
Correct.
lights and everything, it will be so awesome. And I think President Trump will feel like the love from the people that we are behind him, like, hey, yes, thank you that you're standing up for us.
He is a very brave man, and he's the greatest to ever do it. What was your name one more time? Esna, was that it?
Yes, my name is Esmeralda, but it's, for short, Esme, but I think that will be a great idea. Just like,
I love it.
Nobody can stop you. Nobody is, no rhythms, no nothing. And it's like 7 now that it's getting darker in here. You just put your light, your flashlight.
I like it.
It's no way to hide it. It's just like,
Correct,
yes,
Esna.
we are with you. It will be amazing. I think it will be good for our president to say, wow,
Correct.
all that is light and everything from dark to lightness,
I love it.
So I thought it would be a neat idea.
Oh, well, I love it. And start a Facebook group page and get that ball rolling, and I'll help you out if you want me to. Esna, I'm going to take the last caller, okay? Thank you much for calling in.
Okay, well, thank you so much for what you do, and keep
Yes,
it
ma'am.
up, and keep listening, and God bless you all.
God bless you, too. I hope you have a wonderful night, okay? Bye-bye.
You too, night.
Hey, welcome to True Reporting. Who is this? Where are you from?
This is Hilton reporting from Kami, California. You might remember me from the Table of Titans podcast. How you doing, YouTube?
Hey, what's up, Hulkinator? How are you, my friend?
Doing pretty good. I figured I'd just give you guys a call. I catch your show every once in a while and really enjoy some of your call-in stuff. And you go, you know what? Let me see if I can figure this thing out and get you called in. So I just wanted to say hello and, keep up the good fight, man. It's good to see you guys out on YouTube and sharing the message. It's very important because we are the news now.
We are. Where can people find you, Hulkinator? Where can they find you?
Well, me and my group, because you've been following Space Shot and RDoc and me and Red Pill on and off every so often. But we all culminated from Patriot News over on YouTube.
Yes.
We do have another channel just for the podcast under Table of Titans Hulkinator. You can go find it out over there and share the podcast. That's nothing but the finished product that we pull from Patriot News, and that's got all the slides and makes it look all pretty. So I put all that stuff over there for the final product.
What do you think about Baghdadi dying? What do you think about that?
Well, first and most important thing is I want to say happy Q birthday, bro.
Yeah, this is the 2-year anniversary. I shouted that out in the beginning, and yeah, man, we can't wait for 17 to come back. I really can't. Just gotta wait for the boards. That's all.
Oh yeah. And then you're in regards to Baghdadi. I mean, President Trump, that was well played, sir. You said you were leaving Syria. The news totally freaks out. And why Baghdadi was trying to figure out if the coast is clear, comes back out of his hole there. And what does Trump do? Comes down and plays whack-a-mole, takes out number 1 and number 2 that weekend in Syria. Quite interesting, huh?
Very interesting. I'm going to bring up something real quick. If I made sure that I sent it to my email real quick, I will read it. This is an incredible post. Did I do it? Let me see here. Okay, so guys, I'm going to bring this onto the screen for you real quick. It says here, this is from Frederick Sellis. I believe that's how it's pronounced, as you can see. It says, hear me out. On this, please, and critical comments are appreciated. I think Pelosi has a real problem with Syria and ISIS. The way she threw a tantrum when 45 pulled out of that 20-mile wide strip of Syria, right in the middle of her brother's death and impeachment circus, Pelosi has to take an emergency CODEL to Syria and Jordan. Do you know what a CODEL is? CODEL, do we know?
Not off the top of my head. I saw that post just about an hour ago and hadn't had a chance. Yeah, I hadn't talked into it. I think it's like they're communicating. They're going to go meet face to face.
Correct. Yeah, face to face. If you look at the timeline of when 45 says we pinned down the exact location of Baghdadi, it was exactly when Pelosi returned from her CODEL, a face-to-face meeting. I think Pelosi met with Baghdadi on her CODEL or with his representatives, and Pelosi is under surveillance and led us right to him. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, we don't have McCain over there playing the deep state game over there. So who's next up to bat? Why do you think Trump put her and voted her, wanted to be Speaker of the House? He is playing these Democrats like a little rat in a maze. And
Absolutely.
Remember when they're all celebrating that they were going to do the attack on Iraq or Iran, and they were all dancing outside the White House?
Yes.
They've been setting up these guys forever, dude. So yes, I think it is a total setup. He's playing 5D chess.
I think you're absolutely right, and also he kept them all out of the loop. And Adam Schiff for brains is like, why he can't do this, and Nancy's, well, why? He was supposed to fill us in on what was supposed to be done. No, you're out of the loop. You're a traitor. You're done. We're not listening to you anymore. You're the enemy.
Well, I just think it's kind of ironic because you know, they were left out of this secret meeting talking about going to take out Baghdadi. And, you know, he tells some of the Republicans and the Russians. And the person he leaves out, who is them? Because they're doing their little impeachment hearing in the bottom of the basement. So it's ironic that it happened that way.
Right. Shane Anon says at True Reporting, Codell is a congressional delegation. That's
yeah, I mean, they were over there doing the whole thing in Ukraine, too, with their handlers out there.
There you go.
So
they're the enemy, man. They're the enemy.
The Ukraine thing is absolutely huge. I don't know if you've dug into any of the podcasts. We got about 10 or 12 hours of nothing but the connections into Ukraine. It is the total keystone, in my opinion, and they're absolutely freaking out.
Well, they are, man. There is strictly panic. You can see it all over their faces when they do these meetings. You know, especially these high up people. I mean, let's be honest. You know, Nancy Pelosi is not some pushover. This woman has been in power for 30 plus years. They've all been there. They're well established. They're very powerful. They're extremely rich. So these people aren't going to go away. They're going to go down swinging, and they're going to die by 1,000 paper cuts, because that's what POTUS has in plan. Bleed them dry. I can't wait. For them. I want to watch them suffer. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. There's not very many of them making noises anymore. I mean,
nope.
If you're looking at Cheinstein, she disappeared off the map. She doesn't want to seem to be out there in the news narrative. The only people that we're really looking at is Adam Schiff, and he didn't come out of his hole until he was called out with this impeachment deal. And to be totally honest with you guys, for this plan to go any farther from where we are now, we have to go impeachment. So I can't stress it enough. Call your congressional Democrat or Republican, don't care what it is. Tell them to take the vote for the floor. Let's get the show on the road. It is time for the impeachment plan. Let's take it to the Senate, because we're going to play this like OJ. If you ever remember how OJ went down in the 90s, everybody was watching that trial for like 6 or 9 months. Well, we're going to do the same thing in the Senate, but it's going to be nothing but facts matter, and it's just going to destroy the Democratic Party even farther than it is now. But it is on both sides. But I want to
literally, Hulkinator, you took the words out of my mouth earlier. I said this is going to be televised. It's going to be bigger than OJ. It's going to be eyes on the truth. This is the only way to wake people up. You don't want this done behind the scenes, and I guarantee you that's not the plan. The plan is to make this publicized. This is what's going to happen. It's not going to be behind the scenes. They're either going to off themselves. Or it's going to be televised.
Well, what I was really thinking, okay, so we go through Congress, we get it over to the Senate, and they're going to play the impeachment hearing and start subpoenaing people. And then I think would be absolutely awesome. They drop the OIG report, and then within a day or two, Trump stands up, and he's going to give that speech from Q Post 74 that starts out, "My fellow Americans, what you're going to learn over the next couple of days will not only," I can't remember the rest of the speech, but you remember that post, and he's going to basically allude to, hey, I'm Q. These posts are real that we posted 1.5 years ago in November 2017. Those posts are going to be backed up by the OIG report that we just got released that's thicker than a phone book. Oh, guess what? We're going to have more reports coming in from the Ukraine. We're going to have it come in from the UK, Italy, Australia, because all these other countries are tied up into it. They're going to save face, and they're going to back up exactly what POTUS is going to talk about. So this is just not one report coming from the Department of Justice. This is going to come from multiple countries, and it would be very awesome to see Trump finally confirm this right out on Twitter, or actually I think it's going to be a speech, because I don't think it's going to be the Twitter post where he says, the storm is upon us. Those days are gone and done. We're going to be having a speech, and I think he's really going to be coming out with it.
You're talking about, I'm trying to find, it's not the Post 74.
It'd be Patriots Fight Board 74. It's got the 2 fire trucks on it with the flag on there.
Yeah, fellow Patriots, what you're about to learn should not. Let me bring this over into the screen. Check this, guys, real quick. Fellow Patriots, what you're about to learn should not only scare you, but intensify your resolve to take back control, freedom. The information that will become public will further demonstrate the criminal and corrupt, pure evil abuse of power that the Hussein administration undertook in joint efforts with domestic and foreign dignitaries. The snowball has begun rolling. There is no stopping it. D5. Stay the course and trust the plan. Protective measures are in place. Remain brave. We knew the day would come. Absolutely. United we stand. Where we go one, we go all. We fight conspiracy no more. And I think, Hulkinator, that is a great line to end the podcast with. I've gone 30 minutes over my time limit. Thank you for calling in, man. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate that, man.
Not a problem. I heard you out on the interwebs. People are talking about the Channel 3 or stuff. And go, you know what? I think it's time to give this gentleman a call.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate the support, and it was very nice speaking with you. You had a lot of people in the chat who know of you, and they were glad you were here too. So thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. I've been around for a couple of years, playing YouTube. I've been in the live feed for 2 years, since way back in QNN with True Live. So yeah, I've been around for a while.
Very cool, man. Well, Hulkinator, I'll talk to you in the Discord again. I appreciate it, and we're going to go ahead and end the podcast. So thank you for calling. I greatly appreciate it. Good information.
All right, man. Happy Q birthday, brother.
You too, man. Happy Halloween while we're at it.
Yeah. You too, brother.
All right, man. Take care.
See you guys.
All right, my friends. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. That was a good way to end the podcast. We had some good information coming out there, and I don't know. It was just it was very nice to end on that note. Guys, before you head out, the 700 that are still in here, if you want to donate to keep this channel alive, $2, $3, whatever you want to in the super chat. We have PayPal, we have Patreon. My platform is your platform. This is where you come. It is open forum to talk about whatever you want to. So my friends, I greatly appreciate everyone who donated. I appreciate everyone who left a like. Please leave a like. 697 of you in here. Let's get to 700 likes, please. If you hear my voice, please click that like button. This was a lot of fun. I actually went 30 minutes overboard because I did want to get to Hulkinator. I knew he was there. So, yes, I appreciate everyone. I want to appreciate the mods in there. Shane Anon, thank you every time. Thank you so much for your hard work. On the beach, Crew Chief 2, Ralph Riley, thank you so much. Time Travel as well. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Happy 2-year anniversary to 17 tonight. Hoping the boards will be back up very, very soon. Again, if you want to show your support, you can do so by donating. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful night, my friends. I will talk to you very soon. Podcast tomorrow. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.